two-stroke on the bench today, and this one's probably the biggest one I've had, actually, to be honest. It's a 1994 KTM 550. Now it's called an MXC, so it's a motocross bike. On the VIN number it says MX. It's a motocross bike, but it's also a bit of a cross-country whiz as well. And you can tell that by things like the tank, a couple of the other bits. But it's, yeah, if a CR500 or a KX500 isn't big enough for you, then this bad boy is your only answer, really. So 550cc, two-stroke motocross bike, motocross cross-country bike. It looks in relatively decent condition. Needs little bits and pieces doing. The worst bit I've seen on it is the front wheel and the front brake. So the front brake, there is no pressure in there at all, and part of the front wheel is has started corroding. At some point they've had the rear wheel relaced up with an XL rim, and they've got stainless steel spokes in there, so that rear rim and the rear spokes don't need doing, but the front is going to need something, some bit of work. Smart bike. I don't think we actually had them over here. I think they were an American market bike, but it's, you know, making an amazing Super Evo bike, or also it'd make an amazing enduro machine with its 550cc motor. With that displacement, it's going to have loads of horsepower to pick that front end up and get over obstacles and get up steep climbs and stuff like that. It's supposed to be a great bike. It's supposed to have amazing mid-range power, which would lend it to enduro, cross-country, that kind of thing. But also, if you're riding a motocross track, most of what you're doing is mid-range work, a bit of top end, tiny bit of bottom end, I suppose. But if you can keep it in the mid-range, then this will be the machine. So let's have a quick look around it, see the general condition of it, and then we can do the gearbox check and get it fired up. So here we go. So could do with things like seat recovering, very hard seat foam that you would come to expect from a KTM. It's got the original pipe, which has got a couple of dings over this side, but then it's got quite a big ding on this side. That would blow out, which is what I would be after doing. Blow it out and then get it replated or painted even. Looks, yeah, the air intake boot is going to need to be replaced. So that's been repaired. Yeah, I can get my finger through that. So that's been repaired when really it should have been replaced. So that's one thing. Lots of the important bits and pieces look to be there. The airbox is there and intact. Frame rails look to be in reasonable condition. Slight dent here. Nothing particularly bad though. The rods have got nice radiator braces on them, and certainly this side looks to be very straight, and all the fins look to be in good condition. Front forks, well, most of the bikes I say are going to need fork seals, but the forks themselves look to be in good condition. That's the front wheel there. That's why you would need to be replacing that wheel. You could literally get a new rim and get it respoked, unless you can find a compatible wheel for this, which I mean there will be out there. There definitely will. And then so there's no pressure in the front brake, so it's going to need a brake seal kit really. But the Brembo caliper, Brembo master cylinder, proper high-end stuff. And the forks will be decent forks. They'll work well. KTM did put good stuff on the bikes. And I'm trying to compete with Hondas and Kawasaki's and Yamahas back in the day. Should say Suzuki's as well, really, shouldn't I? Nice. Everything, like I say, the engine and everything looks to be in good condition. There's coolant in the radiators. The foot pegs are present. The kickstart's in good condition. It's got, I can't tell you how high the compression feels. I did kick it over before, and it takes a proper big lad's kick to get it spinning over. Took me a bit of a while to get used to it, to be honest. Rear brake, there is pressure. You can see that the rear disc is rusty. But the rear wheel, like I say, it's an XL rim. The rear wheel is in good condition. A little bit faded where it says XL and stuff, but nothing major. And then the silencer, looks like someone's been grinding it, but yeah, they have been grinding it. But the tyre's been catching on it as well, so they're probably running too wide a tyre, or the pipe's slightly misaligned. But yeah, lovely bike, really, or would make a lovely bike. Certainly something that you don't see every day, and something that'll definitely attempt to rip your arms out the sockets, which being a red-blooded male, that's what we want, isn't it? We want something to frighten us to death. Right, we'll get the gearbox check done, and then we'll get her fired up. I'm not going to ride her because of the front brake situation. Just if something happened, I would like the confidence of having a front brake, really. Okay, so we're in neutral at the minute. Rear wheel's spinning freely. Down into first, second, third, fourth and fifth. That is the top of the gearbox, 5-speed box, as you would expect from a big bore like this. Down into fourth, third, second and neutral. There we go. So selecting all gears fine. Let's get her started up for you so you can hear that two-stroke loveliness. Right, so like I say, it takes a very big kick, so you want to get it just over top dead centre, bring it up a bit. Didn't take all the way through then. Smoky, but we don't know how long it's been since it was last run. needs a tick over setting really, but you could hear it sounds fine, and obviously it's got gears, so it'll definitely ride, and just a little bit of TLC needed for it really. Make a absolutely awesome Super Evo bike, I think, or like I say, a trail or an enduro bike, or cross country bike. I believe I have got a US title for it, so it will be easy to register, and I have got the Nova certificate for it as well, so if you wanted to use it as an enduro or a trail bike, then it won't be a problem. You just need to get it MOT'd. There we go. Please like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Just search Phoenix Motos.